Hey guys, I hope everyone's having a great week so far. And before I start the question portion of this video, I'd just like to say if anyone has ideas, suggestions, questions, comments, concerns, any of that for Fight the Injury, concerning website, merchandise, or logo, please contact me down below. I have all the contact info down there. And I'm starting to move forward with that. I want to start a website. I want to have a logo. I want to have merchandise. So if you have any ideas regarding that, please let me know. And this question video is going to be a little bit different, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. But here we go. Why does everyone think that people cut for attention? Not everyone thinks this, but quite a few people do think that, and I think it's because of stereotypes, and because people aren't completely aware of what self-injury is, why people do it, and why it should be a bigger concern. And by having groups like Fight the Injury, I think more people are becoming aware of what self-injury is, why those who do it need help, and why they do it in general. And even if someone does cut for attention, I believe that they have the right to be helped, just like those who don't cut for attention. Just because cutting for attention is basically saying, I need help. And who are we to say that we can't give them help? I think that we shouldn't push them into a separate category just because of their reasoning and because of those stereotypes that people create. The two most important people in my life are thinking suicidal thoughts, my little sister and my best friend. My little sister is only 11 and my best friend is 16. What do you do when you blame yourself for them thinking those things? Especially my younger sister. She's too young to think those thoughts, and I feel like it's my fault that she thinks about them at all. You can't blame yourself because it will be too stressful and it could cause you harm. So I think you should just try talking to them, maybe set up ways to communicate so that they feel that they can trust you with things and you can trust them with things, and you can all figure out together how you can get through those thoughts, how you can feel better about life, feel better about everything in general. Being a teenager is very stressful. Being a person is stressful. And it's just about managing those stresses in life to get things to work out properly. So definitely talk to them. Maybe explain how you got through those thoughts if you have passed through them, or how you deal with them now if you think them too. So definitely talk to them and possibly find out ways together of how you can get through things. I started going to a psychologist the other day, and I know it should help me, but part of the reason I cut is because of trust issues. What's your opinion? I would go ahead and try to trust the psychologist. I know it can be difficult since you do have trust issues, but they are trained to deal with people that do have trust issues. And so they're going to recognize that, and they're going to do their best to help you through it. So I would suggest taking your own time to trust them. Don't rush into things, and eventually they should be able to help you to trust other people as well. I've been having many suicidal thoughts lately and actually almost committed the other day, but I'm afraid of death and the thoughts refuse to go away. Anything I can do to stop that before I actually listen to the voices and it'll be too late? Yes, I have a few suggestions other than the regular things that we usually talk about, but there's this thing called the Day Zero Project. It's dayzeroproject.com, and one of the members from the page sent it to me, and basically you come up with a list of 100 things to do in 1,001 days, and you check them off as you complete them. And they could be long-lasting goals or short things like make a cake, stuff like that. But it seems like a really cool thing, and I think it's helped a few people. And you can also write in a journal or just talk to people. But really, just find a way to get your thoughts out there, even if you start maybe a blog or just write it down. But any way to get your thoughts out there, maybe it'll keep them out there and not in there. A friend told me I need to tell my doctor about my cutting and purging, but I have no clue how to bring it up. Any suggestions on how to tell someone about this, especially when I'm way too scared for anyone to know for fear of being put in the hospital? I would talk to a psychiatrist because they specialize in those areas, and only bring it up when you feel comfortable about it. Maybe you could have a little meet and greet so you can see if you trust the psychiatrist, if they're the right one for you. Don't just go to some random person and be like, oh, blah, 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 because you got to find someone who will be able to talk to you freely, who will be able to give you the right advice. And with the hospital thing, I don't think they're allowed to just place you in the hospital like that. I'm not completely sure on the laws with that, but I think if you're under 18, you can be placed in a rehab center if it's by your parents or guardians, and I think if you're over 18, you have to have a minimum of 2 doctor's approvals to be in the rehab center. I'm not completely sure on that. You'd have to check on that, especially because I don't know where you live or how old you are, but I would definitely talk to a psychiatrist and look into that if you feel comfortable with it. So let me know what you think about how I did the video today. It's a little bit different just because I kept getting tongue-tied with what I was trying to say, and it was getting really complicated trying to do just a straight video. So give me your opinion on that, and send me more questions for the next video, and the video after that, and after that, and after that. All the info is down below, and don't forget to send in comments about the logo, Fight the Injury in general, the website, merchandise, yada yada yada. See you guys next Wednesday.